the hug that
Okay,
we
chat,
had,
if you want to watch that
I was like,
interview, you can watch that on the main stream. We've got Effys here. Let me turn this down. Let me unmute this as well. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Huge.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Minnie. You might have to put your mic a little bit closer.
Okay, I'll put it here.
How you feeling? All the hard work paid off?
Yeah, I'm feeling extremely relieved and
Yeah.
extremely happy.
Yeah, I was going to say. They said on there that you put in a lot of grinding. What does that look like? Like if I'm doing it in a week, 7 days in a week, are you
It's looking like a 80, 90 hours a week probably.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
I made
okay.
some maths.
That's a lot.
Wait, that's insane.
Yeah, I've been not all year obviously. Like this
Yes,
summer,
yes.
I knew this was coming. So this summer we kind of like took it a bit more chill. This summer we didn't play that much. We got some energy left for this like the past 3 months because I knew they're gonna be two close events.
Yeah.
So yeah, this summer we took a chill. We lost an event at home. We were like, oh, that's fine. And then we grinded for the past 2 months and a half. We've been just boot camping and playing Valorant only. So yeah, definitely 80 and 90 hours a week.
Where were you?
90.
We boot camped in Toronto first for GC3. We boot camped there for like I've been gone from home for like a month and a half now, I think, maybe 2 months even. And then we got a boot camp in Toronto, and then we got a boot camp here as well at the Aeronautics facility. This one wasn't too long, and then at the Riot like venue.
Yeah,
so
the
like
venue.
yeah. So we had like a very long boot camp of like five scrims a day.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Hey, five scrims is. I know people seem to think that like doing 5 scrims is whatever, but we never did 5. Five is the 5th scrim for us was always just dead.
It depends. We don't always do 5. We alternate between 4 and 5, but it really depends on your team. Like the team, I would probably not do 5. It was the team. The team vibe is just so good. Like there's like no ego. People just get along. Like there's barely any fights ever. Like people the arguments are like always pretty constructive. So like the energy levels are low for the last scrim, but like people are like still trying and like there's improvement to be made.
In. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would say like this event, I was so impressed with like like a lot of the little micro stuff, especially when it's like me and Minnie were speaking about it a lot, where it's like one person like baiting or like just distracting so that everyone else can actually just like go in and capitalize off that. Is that just like something that you've like really honed in from like VOD reviews?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our bread and butter is just VOD review. We barely do we don't really do that much theory. I just don't think I don't think you need to do that to win in Game Changers. I think it's more about fundamentals and like just the very, very basic stuff. So like, we have strats and we have defaults and like, but I would say like 75% of our time is spent on just the fundamentals and like rewatching scenarios that we messed up and just like, you should do that there. You should, and just that's our bread and butter, honestly.
Damn, that's awesome. That's so cool. What you guys just gonna be chilling now for a little bit? When does it, we don't know when the next.
You do Spotlight was on the
Yes.
Spotlight. Okay, so that's in like is it 8th or something? Was it?
It's with C9, right?
It's with C9. Yeah, I think it's on December 2nd. We fly to LA. It's gonna be Lexi, me, and Sarah. I'm gonna be co-coaching with Imi.
Oh, that's going to be incredible. They actually got it. You two reunited.
You and Ivy, and then Alexis
and Sarah. Sarah, Moose, Oxy, and...
Alexis isn't there?
Yeah, Alexis isn't there.
Oh, okay.
Alexis, Sarah, Moose, Oxy.
So the couple, you and
sick.
Ivy and Alexis.
Yeah, I miss Imi so much. I miss Imi. I don't know if he's watching, but if you watch this, Ian, I miss you.
Yeah, dude, he's so funny. That's incredible. And then I guess that's like your last event. You guys are just gonna chill.
Yeah, I think we're gonna chill. For a little bit. My wife is here in Berlin. She just landed a couple days ago, so we're going to take some 2 weeks off Valorant. I just cannot watch a Valorant anymore. Like, I have to take time off now because I'm a robot right now. All I think about is Valorant. I barely talk to anyone. So
dude, if you're doing 80 hours in like 7 weeks,
that was disgusting.
It's just when you start like dreaming of it and stuff, you're like, oh, this is.
I feel like this run, I don't know. I feel like this run compared to last one was a lot more like methodical. Like I feel like last year we won, but it was like I was not as good as a coach. The players were not as experienced. It was like all over the place. We were just like, I hope this works.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year was like very calculated. Like the anti-strats were there. Like the practice schedule was ironed out. People were focused. This year was like very methodical.
Yeah, we've spoken about this before. It's just like there's no like manual on how to do coaching.
Exactly.
You're just kind of learning, and then once you kind of get in there, you're just like, oh, I could have done this better.
Exactly.
Like I can change that. So having like a full roster for 1 year and then being able to do the next year must be incredible for that.
Was the season, because the seasons at GC are quite long.
Yeah, it's all year basically.
Was it the same last year?
Last year was the same thing.
And then you learned from last year that maybe this year the practice schedule you can.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Valorant-wise, I don't think I learned that much. Like, I think I read the basics down from playing Tier 1 for so long. Like, I think the Valorant part is like, I watch VODs and I keep track of the meta and everything, but the like
the structure.
the structure
Yeah.
part of coaching. I had no clue how it worked, and I just didn't. So like
No. It's, I'm laughing because it's like people presume that like everyone knows what they're doing. But
No,
realistically,
not
I mean,
at
4 years
all.
ago, I was a bum. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
no,
just started
it
coaching, I
literally
didn't know
is
what I was
that,
doing,
yeah.
They
like-
just think it's about value planting stuff,
Yeah,
and like that's like
yeah.
25% of the work.
Yeah,
I feel like the
it's
rest is like getting people to get
organized
along and just like work ethic and everything.
Yeah, once everyone's on the same page to play
It's
the
so
game and just
easy.
grind, yeah, it's nice.
No.
I found that a lot. When you have like one person's work ethic's like crazy, it just spreads sometimes.
It
as
spreads.
well.
Yeah, I try to be like that. I try to like
Yeah.
be first one in, last one out, like almost all the time. And even if I'm not doing much, just being there,
Yeah.
so that the players feel like, oh, he's still there. I'm gonna play one more game.
yeah,
or,
yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
it spreads so much. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
when you're the first one in, they're like, damn, like.
But it's really hard when you have Sarah on your team.
just puts in a lot of
Absolute
hours.
degen.
Oh, really?
Absolute degen.
What?
Come-
Wait.
That's incredible.
What's wrong with Sarah?
Bro, Sarah.
Just grinding.
We had a BO3 in for last GC3 that was like we lost a map, and then like it was like fine, whatever.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
still won the series. Like we destroyed them on the last 2 maps, and then she got here early so she could play before the match. She played the BO3. And then she sat at her PC after the and she played 37 ring games.
That's not normal.
37 rank
She
games.
played 37
How long
ring
does
games
that
after.
take?
That was like 20 hours. We had the day off after.
That's insanity.
Nah, she's a different beast.
Yeah. And you're just there, just like, please go.
No.
on.
Bro, I give up. I left when she was like 17 games deep. I'm like, alright, she's gonna play
Bro, I
2
need
more.
to start looking at her tracker.
That's-
No,
Yeah.
it's insane. She's the only player to hit Radiant during this whole boot camp. Like all of us with practice and everything, but
Wow.
she refused to do anything else
That's
except
incredible.
going to like.
Dude,
Dude,
run
it
rank.
really does make a difference,
It
though.
does, yeah.
Like, it really does,
Yeah.
just to keep everything good. And, like, you just learn little, especially, like, micro stuff. You learn so much little micro stuff. I think it's
Some
important.
games are useless, but even
Yeah.
if it's like 5 games are useless, that one game
that
you're
one
gonna
game,
learn
yeah, where
something.
you
It's
learn
still
something, yeah.
better. Like that's
Yeah.
we're paid to do that. We might as well do
Yeah,
it.
so when you're doing 37, there's a couple of
Maybe
them
the last
dotted in there.
ones that are not super productive.
Damn,
but-
that's so crazy.
I have a question.
Sure,
It's a bit more hard hitting.
sure.
So, elephant in the room is that Flora just announced that, she might be looking at
yeah,
potentially going somewhere
Yeah.
else. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, how's
I'm
that?
super happy for her. I think that's the whole idea of GC is to
Of
get
course.
players out of GC.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think she was gonna obviously I never expected to play with her for so long because from the moment I started coaching I knew she was like because there's a lot of like discourse about Flora like is she good enough for tier
Yeah, like
1
every single
E-
time I stream,
every-
like the chat just turns into is Flora good enough? for
and like
VCT?
I try to like not talk about it because I don't want to like bring anything like
Yeah,
towards her. I don't want I want to shift the attention away from her more than anything. But like now it's I'm gonna say like I work with her every day. I know Valorant. Like I know Valorant. I know tier 1 Valorant. She's more than good enough to play like in tier 1. Like there is no doubt. Or comms, or confidence, or mechanics. Obviously, like she could not only can she play in tier 1, she could play any role in tier 1.
Damn.
Like she could play flex, she could play anything,
Yeah.
and like she's probably gonna do it as duelist because she's insane.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like as someone who's coached her and like who's helped her develop for so long, there's no doubt in my mind that like she has it.
That's awesome.
Like she's like an Oxy or like a
Yeah.
level of talent.
Yeah.
Oxy's like in like all these players, she's just as good as them. She just needs
That's
she
so
needed
cool.
time and
Yeah, the any
Yeah.
role stuff's really cool to hear as
No,
well. It's,
she-
like,
she-
super flexible.
she just knows Valorant.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never all my work with her has never been about Valorant itself. I don't
Okay.
think I except like overheating, but like
yeah,
like,
but-
just-
I mean, today though.
We
today,
saw
we
her-
were, we saw we were like she's going for
There-
the rank.
there
We're
was,
like,
uh,
oh no, she's
no, she knows. She knows everything about that. She doesn't know that she know, but like it's all instinctual.
Okay.
Yes.
Like she knows what to do all the time. It's all just it was just about getting her to work hard
yeah, yeah.
because she was just like
I
a
think
child.
you said that I think you said that last year. It was her only downside was like sometimes in the server like not.
Yeah,
But
she's
the
not
same.
always like she wasn't like now. It's the last 3 months. She was so dialed. Like I think it's fixed now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it used to be a big problem where like she was so good she didn't even need to try.
Yeah, of
and like
course.
she knew even she wasn't trying, she was gonna
Do
dominate
you think
anyways.
that like she set herself the goal of like going?
I
because
think
of the
now. I
VCT,
think now she
was like,
did.
I need to.
Yeah, I think it was a big thing for her to like realize that I can actually do this. I think
Yeah.
it's a question of like
Yeah.
realizing that like okay, I'm actually that good.
Yeah, the proof to yourself. Because like even though you can feel like I can do it, like actually like doing it is.
Yeah.
Is
No,
different.
she's I this discourse probably is never gonna end, but like until she makes
course.
it. But like I 100% say with confidence she is more than good
Oh,
enough.
Damn,
think she just made a
that's
mistake.
awesome.
Like she basically called like all the rounds that are like. I mean, Mel obviously makes like the first round call,
Of course.
Yeah.
but in the mid round, she's like she tells everyone what to do.
Oh, okay.
Like
Really?
sometimes, like when she's in the zone, she's like she micros everyone. She gets the
Oh,
kills. Like
that's cool.
no, she's there for like.
Yeah, I
Dumb.
didn't know that at all.
That's
Yeah.
really, really cool. Yeah.
I just presume she just said
She's
nothing
yeah
and just shot
no
people.
no 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 not at all. That's what you
Okay.
would think, but like when she's in the zone, like she was like her third map and second map, she like Mel is like obviously super vocal
Of
and
course.
Lexi obviously like everyone talks a lot, but like our calls are like so confident and like so precise on like you stand there, you do that, and like it's beautiful to see.
Yeah. Damn, that's really, really cool to hear. That was really cool. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens in the future.
I think there's good stuff happening for her
Yeah.
though.
Stay tuned.
I stay tuned. I'm not gonna
stay
spoil
tuned.
anything, but I have on close
Oh, I
sources.
have one other thing.
Yes.
So we were at dinner
Yeah.
and we were talking about Abyss, and I was waiting for Abyss.
Yeah.
Boaster gave you some tech.
I mean,
Did you try it?
yeah. I got
What did you think?
I thought it felt better, but just there are adjustments as well. Like I think it's gonna sound weird, but I do think that teams run away from Floor sometime,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think placing her in mid in that game against G2 was not the move because G2 wasn't even using mid that much. You were
Yeah.
like I just think like you sit her down on B, and then you just send someone with her, and then
Yeah.
you're sure they're like
Because
they're cooked if
she
they go
locked
B.
down A a few times.
Yeah.
From my memory, she had A, and you were rotating towards
Yeah.
B. But then Floor at dinner was just like, I should have just played B. It's
No, no,
fine.
no, no. That's
Just put me.
sure. The smokes adjustments are like all good ideas. I think the mid side smoke was another thing, but like I
Yeah,
just
the tech was
Oh, yeah.
Boaster said instead of smoking the middle of the site,
Yeah.
smoke the top of the ramp.
yeah.
That was as simple.
Oh, okay.
There's some scenarios where
Okay.
smoking mid site is still
Yeah,
good, but I
probably.
do feel if you're trying to hold the site, it gives them way too much. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you just
But he's got Alpha. I think Alpha was on the site with him, and he was just like, Alpha, just use my smoke.
Yeah.
That was Floor with the smoke, I'm sure.
I
would, yeah.
guess. But we did win that scrim, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
good.
Good.
Damn.
I leaked the Fnatic tech, so
Yeah, so
can't believe it.
Boast is furious.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I think we'll let you go unless you got anything else, Minnie.
No, I think that's everything.
No?
I think.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you guys.
Honestly,
Thank
yeah,
you for
really
the
impressive.
streams. Thank you for
Of
the
course,
support.
dude, of course. And best of luck next year with
The three-peat.
whatever happens. The free-peat, yeah.
Back to back to back.
Exactly. Chat,
you.
say bye as well. Say thank you, say bye.